I'm Steve Morrison, Senior Vice President at CSIS and Director of the Global Health Policy Center. The debate around what we should be doing is shifting very rapidly. Many are calling now for the White House, after a period of stumbles, incoherence, false starts, should appoint a senior level commander with great gravitas to work with the governors in rationalizing the dissemination, distribution of critical supplies, protective gear, ICU equipment like ventilators, and other items, and to help meet critical shortages where they're most needed in skilled health workers. A second call we increasingly hear is for a national lockdown, that we need to come to a complete stop as a nation if we hope to arrest this outbreak. What we're seeing in New York City is the Wuhan equivalent, and that could be replicated around the country. A third element that people are calling for increasingly is the expansion of the National Guard effort, assisted by the U.S. military. That may prove to be very important in the crash construction of additional capacity. A fourth element is to begin aggressively thinking about how to roll back those social distancing controls that are having such a crushing impact upon our economy. How to do that in an orderly and responsible way that does not lead to reignition of outbreak and loss of life. The last element that people are calling for is to think ahead with respect to the vaccine. We won't achieve success in controlling this pandemic until we have a safe and effective vaccine that has been produced and distributed throughout this country and elsewhere in the world. We won't have that vaccine available on emergency use for at least 12 to 18 months under the most optimistic scenarios. But the time is now to begin preparing very aggressively for the manufacturing capacity and for the financing. We also need a diplomacy that is missing today, a diplomacy that will be very robust and active at addressing both the economic crisis and the public health crisis created by this pandemic. What we're seeing today is a dangerous fragmentation internationally and globally with very, very little cooperation.